Welcome back to another episode of Automotive Weekly. Now we got something a little bit different but exciting to show you this week, and it's this, an agency power header from Vivid Racing. Now this is set up for the Subaru BRZs, the Scion FRSs, and the Toyota 86s. Now Agency Power is the in-house brand for Vivid Racing, and full disclosure, we are working with them on this, and they gave us a little bit of a discount on the parts to get a chance to review and talk about them a little bit. So we're gonna do that, but just know that we only do this for the products that we actually really like. So let's talk about it. So this header is an equal length header. Now there's a difference between unequal length and equal length. If you look here, these tubes are roughly about the same length, and when they're different lengths, they create a different sound. So that makes the Subaru iconic rumble, which sounds like this, if it's unequal length. And if it's equal length, it makes a little bit more of a smooth sound, which we'll show you here in a few minutes. These headers are made out of 304 grade stainless steel, and they come with 1/2-inch flanges. This means that it is not only rust resistant, but is also really, really strong. And this is something that you see a lot on race cars and other vehicles that have like custom exhaust made. They use this kind of steel. It's super easy to install. Apart from pulling the skid plate off, which ended up being the most difficult part about this, it's literally only 8 bolts to get it on. One of the main reasons that we really like this header is not just because it has a really nice growl, which is definitely a bonus, but the fact that these cars actually pick up a decent amount of horsepower and torque with these. Issue with that is you have to have a tuner to really make full use out of it. Now on our race car here, we're running an open flash tablet that has E85 on it. When you combine that with the headers on this, it really should be pretty close to 30 horsepower. We haven't gotten a chance to get it dynoed yet, but that's something that we're wanting to do in the future. Now, one thing that should be noted about these headers is that they don't come with any bolts that run from the header to the overpipe. This can be solved pretty easily by going to really any hardware store and getting some really good bolts. Now, make sure you get grade 8.8 or above, otherwise they could potentially rust through and just not be as strong as you'd like them to. One thing I should mention about these headers is that they don't come with any gaskets, so that's something that you're gonna have to get. Now, you can get those from any major parts store, just go and ask them, they'll have them. And any gasket, just an OEM style will do just fine. Make sure you do that when you install a header, because if you don't, you're gonna run into exhaust leaks and it's just not gonna be a good time there. Apart from that small detail, that's the only complaint I really have about these headers. They pick up really good power, especially when you have it properly tuned. It sounds really good. And unfortunately, Captain Planet's not too happy because it doesn't have a cat, but it does make it a lot more free-flowing and make the car feel a lot more responsive. So overall, it's good. We like it. So without any further ado, here's some glorious footage of the FRS on a racetrack and some really good ear music for you. We really appreciate you checking out this episode of Automotive Weekly. A big shout out to Vivid Racing for giving us a chance to check out these headers, try them out, and review them for you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for another awesome video. We'll see you then.